Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Got a man, that's Richie James. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bruce Irvin in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 3rd down, Winston. And an alley to run. They'll roll him out right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken very short.
Ready, ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Push him back. Push him back. Out, 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 out. Go. Motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset. Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
The 2nd-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Chase, go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Black 22. Let's get some penetration here. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 27, Locke. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards, well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's crossing. He's checking. Wait. Quick. Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey, 5 low. Right there. 50. Right there. 54 Mike. Check.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Switch. Easy. Close to the back. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Green. I'm coming for you, son. Kill. Easy. Check. How you go?
On 2nd and 7, Winston. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Connie. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch. Easy. Green, triple C. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
on, set, recon, 132 fighter, AK Gator. Stop here, D.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go now. Nate Reed. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go. Here we go. 61. Matchbox light.
From the 39. Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. To throw it is Locke. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
First down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing throwing again on second down. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Locke going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A second down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And some room to run now. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Check three.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On second and 11 now. Lock. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go! Hey, back up. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Now.
Throwing his lock on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Now Locke. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Tighten up. Pull together. Hey, one set. Check.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch up. Switch up. Kill, kill, kill. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, stop, stop, stop. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Let's go.
And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They look to throw. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Ready. Black 25 behind. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 5 on the 50. 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 Easy, easy, easy. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Watch that, watch that. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
We play to win. Let's go.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bucs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.